Okay, so you basically need some intensive business English training now.
Maybe you have an important conference or a presentation, perhaps a negotiation happening next month.
Or you have a new English speaking client.
So here's what you can do.
So we were talking about very fast ways to learn English and prepare yourself for a business presentation or a business meeting or a business conference. And so can you explain why we're here, Claire? Where are we and why are we here?
Okay, well, we're on the balcony in Tate Modern in London, central London. As you can see, we've got St. Paul's Cathedral in the background and a nice London cityscape with the financial district over there, the city. And this is one way that you could really boost your English quite quickly is by doing an intensive course for a week or 2 weeks or even a few days in London and really push your level on when you need it, maybe before giving a presentation, for example.
So this would be like a cultural experience. So how does that fit into the formal classroom learning environment?
Well, typically students have classroom lessons in the morning based around a language point of their choice, whatever they need at that time for their work, maybe prepare for a conference or a presentation. Then in the afternoon, I would recommend taking the lesson out to the city and just exploring the city and its cultural hotspots while also learning.
Okay, and so as you said, we're in the Tate Modern on the balcony. Could they also go to
Yes.
other cultural hotspots?
Yeah, of course, London has a lot to offer in terms of cultural hotspots. There's hundreds of museums, lots of parks, there's Buckingham Palace, there's just an endless amount of things you can do. So I would offer students a broad range of things they could do. They pick and choose what they're interested in, and then I would build a language lesson around that we could take out to the city essentially. So you're still learning lots of English and cultural things while being out and about, which you would typically have to do when you're speaking to a business partner. Yeah.
And of course, they're in London, an incredibly exciting and dynamic city. Is there also a possibility to do things in the evening?
I mean, the evening, there's also lots of things going on. There's like go to theatre, restaurants, dining clubs, have a night in the pub with some native speakers. So you've really got to use the language you've been learning in the classroom. And yeah, you can do whatever the student wants to do, really.
So it's almost like from the moment that they wake up in the morning, right through the morning, the afternoon, into the evening. It's like a really intense...
Yeah, 24/7 really. Yeah, you end up potentially dreaming in English. Yeah, which will really help when you have to give that presentation the following week. You're much more confident.
Of course, I can imagine that after weeks, they'll be completely prepared, completely ready for their big presentation and meeting and conference.
Yes. It'll run much more smoothly because you've got all this fresh language in your head and you've been practicing and training for your presentation
You know, and you've been in London for a week, so you've got some things to talk about.
Exactly. So if you go to a conference, any sort of small talk you have to make, you just talk about London, everything that you've learned that week. So it's a whole new topic that you can explore in conversations with your business partners.
It sounds really great.
It's definitely really interesting, starting a way to boost your language really quickly.
So I'm Neil from Neil Collins Business English Coaching and Training in Berlin.
And I'm Claire from Vivid Meaning in London. We do specialised language training.
And we would love to work with you.
So get in touch.